Welcome to Spot On Basics. I'm Rebecca Monet with Zorakle Profiles. Zorakle Profiles provides profiling tools to franchise companies and to franchise brokers that help facilitate a right fit between a prospective franchisee and a franchise concept. Our tools are based on 7 statistically validated sciences, one of which I wanted to talk to you about today: culture. More specifically, the 4 types of cultures a franchise company could possess. So why is culture important? Culture determines the environment, strategies, and best practices that inspires and engages employees as well as franchisees to perform optimally. Culture is important to company morale and maintaining good relationships. A culture that is congruent and clearly communicated provides endless benefits to a franchise organization, including greater effectiveness and strong brand recognition. A franchisee who shares a company's culture will prove more compatible and likely perform better. Like many cultural models, the Zorakle tool is built on a vertical and a horizontal axis. Whether a company is flexible or stable, whether a company is about unity or focused instead on rival, will determine what type of culture that franchise organization would be. I wanted to give you some examples of the collaborate culture. Southwest is a classic example of a collaborative culture, as is REI and Funding Circle and eBay, all collaborate cultures. So when you think about those 4 sample collaborate cultures, I want you to be thinking about what I'm going to share with you in the next few slides. So what you're looking at here on the left is a SpotOn profile. This is a prospective franchisee who took the assessment and scored that he or she would fit best within a collaborate culture. So we always give you an example in the profiling tool. In this case, Tom's of Maine, another collaborate culture. To the right is the SpotOn Eclipse report. This portion of the report compares the prospect to the franchisor and their culture. And it also compares the prospective franchisee to the high performers within that culture. So it drills down more specifically to 6 additional markers that will let you know what that culture is, and more specifically, if a particular franchisee or prospective franchisee fits. So, collaborate culture, flexible or stable. By its very nature, collaboration requires someone who's flexible. There's going to be a back and forth in any kind of collaboration, in any kind of franchise system that has a collaborative culture is indeed one that permits a lot of flexibility to collaborate. Is it about unity or about rivalry? Collaborate cultures are about unifying. It's about team. It's about family. It's about us against the other teams or the rest of the world is probably an easy way to describe it. So a collaborate culture is a very friendly place to work. It's a very friendly place if you're a franchisee. It's open. It's where people share a lot about themselves with one another. They enjoy one another's companies. They'll vacation together. They'll go out for a meal together. They'll call one another up on the phone and come up with ideas and brainstorm and collaborate with one another. A collaborate culture is oftentimes very much like a big, extended, maybe dysfunctional family, but the leaders, the concept originators, are oftentimes folks that we admire, we respect, and they're not just leaders, but they're mentors. They are mentoring their employees And most importantly, they're mentoring the franchisees so the franchisee could have greater satisfaction and, of course, greater performance. So a collaborate culture really encourages loyalty, and it has a deep, deep sense of tradition. So the way we've done it and the values that we operate a collaborate culture from is one that kind of differentiates us, and it brings us together. It unifies us, and we expect loyalty from a franchisee and from our employees. There is a large emphasis in a collaborate franchise organization on the long-term benefits of people development, franchisee development, where that franchisor really wants that franchisee to grow in their business acumen, in their drive, in their marketplace. And there's also a large focus on cohesion, that we are thinking alike, acting alike, and in many ways have similar ways of making decisions, no matter what marketplace a franchisee might be in. A collaborative organization places a premium on teamwork, participation, and of course, consensus. So a lone wolf, a prima donna, a renegade franchisee is not a good fit in a collaborative organization where we're encouraging working and playing together. A franchisee that enjoys participating, sitting on technology committees or marketing committees or coming to conferences or joining the webinars that a franchisor might be putting out, that's appreciated, that a franchisee will fully participate. Now, the goal, of course, for the franchisor is, as best he or she can, is to build consensus. As you can anticipate, consensus is not easy as a franchise system continues to grow. When you're working with 10 franchisees, it's easier to build consensus than when you have 300 franchisees. So frequently what happens is the franchisor will create semi-autonomous teams as they grow. So this is a region of franchisees or a city of franchisees that learn to be a team together and to collaborate together under a bigger umbrella, a bigger kind of brand, but they are semi-autonomous, usually regional types of teams. But there is still the flexibility that comes with that, the unifying that comes with that, that sense that you are indeed a part of a greater whole and you're able to collaborate. So in a nutshell, collaborative organizations act more like families, and they value cohesion. They encourage humane work environments so that that employee and that franchisee is highly valued, their time, their knowledge, etc. And the focus is on group commitment and group loyalty. That's a collaborative franchisor in a nutshell. So what you're looking at here, again, is the SpotOn Eclipse, a franchisor's markings in gray. This is a collaborative pattern. As you can see, it's flexible, it's internal focus, it's discrete, it's all about integration, unity, and it's dynamic. And the candidate in the green actually is a misfit. He fits better in a different kind of organization, what we call a control organization, which we'll discuss in a separate video. So this is a candidate that we would consider culturally a mismatch. We're all about helping facilitate right fit franchisees. Better understanding a franchisor's culture or your culture if you are a franchisor goes a long way to knowing if this prospective franchisee is going to fit within a particular organization. A right fit franchisee is going to be a compatible franchisee. He's going to validate better. He's going to retain longer. He's going to cost less to train and support, and he's going to be much more fulfilled and satisfied. but his performance will also be better. He'll ramp up better. He'll embrace the systems, and ultimately, year over year, will perform better than a franchisee that's a misfit. So the SpotOn Eclipse, which again is the franchisor's report, will tell you quickly in all of the sciences if a candidate is indeed a great fit. In this case, a candidate is 79% overall fit in all of our sciences and a 65% fit from a cultural perspective. Not such a great fit. If this was a candidate of yours, you would probably have some concerns. Franchise brokers. On your dashboard, you also have something called the SpotOn match. Your candidate will take the assessment, you will go to your dashboard, and right in front of you, your candidate will be compared to all franchise systems wherein they have done their SpotOn blueprint, and we know exactly what causes great fit within that franchise system. So pay attention to the SpotOn match. Again, we'll do a different review of that and other videos coming down the road. Bottom line, want to learn more about Zorakle profiles, whether it's further training, go on to zoracleprofiles.com or check out our YouTube channel.